everyone, Cassie Man here, and today I'm going to teach you how to get good lighting on your streams in 5 easy steps. Let's go. A lot of people say that lighting is more important than the camera that you use. After all, the way that a camera works is how much light gets onto the sensor. But we're not going to be talking about camera stuff today, we're exclusively going to be talking about lighting. These tips are going to help you whether you're using a webcam, a phone, or a DSLR or mirrorless camera. First things first, you need some lights. There's a lot of really good options that you can find on Amazon. I'll put some affiliate links down below if you're looking to get some new lights, but for now we're just going to use what I have here in my studio. Now the first light is going to be your key light. This is usually the biggest and brightest source of light that you have. For me, I'm using a GVM 800D with a softbox and a honeycomb grid on front. I highly recommend using something with diffusion on it because that's going to make your light softer and wrap around your face better. So, tip number 1. Put your key light at a 45-degree angle from your face. Mess around with the placement a little bit, but the biggest thing is that you want the light to provide some contrast on your face. There's also a technique called Rembrandt lighting, which kind of creates a little triangle under your eye due to the shadows from your nose. If you can achieve that, you're in perfect condition. Step number 2, you're gonna use a fill light, which is usually smaller. I like to use a fill light so that my viewers can see more of my face. This makes it easier for my viewers to connect with me and they can see my facial expressions better. Tip number 3 is to use a hair light. This can also be called a backlight, kicker light, a bunch of different things, and there's a variety of ways that you can accomplish this. Typically in cinematography or photography, hair light will be up high and pointing back at your head. What this does is creates depth in your image and separates you from your background. Another way to do this is to use various RGB lights or ambient lighting in your room. I recommend using colors that are opposite from your face, such as purple or blue. Things like red and orange really blend in more with your skin, and so you're not going to get the contrast that you're looking for. But take that information with a grain of salt. If it fits with your branding and that's what you're looking for, go ahead. Tip number 4 is to have your camera either straight on or on the opposite side of your key light. This is also called shooting short side. You have the darkest part of your face closest to the camera. This is again going to create more depth and more contrast in your image. Hey, if you made it to this point in the video, I'd really appreciate it if you left a like. And while you're at it, you may as well hit subscribe and maybe leave a comment down below telling me what you ate for lunch today. Thanks, I appreciate you. Now that you have everything set in place, it's time for tip number 5. Now you're going to want to adjust your camera or webcam settings accordingly. I highly recommend using as many manual settings as you can. Make sure to download any software that comes along with your webcam so you can access these settings. This will allow you to adjust the exposure and the intensity of the light that your camera is picking up. Here's a difference of my webcam on auto settings, and here's the same webcam with manual settings. Now you can really see how much of a difference that makes when it comes to adjusting how your camera looks on stream. I'm gonna give you a little bonus tip. If you have glasses like me, you might notice that sometimes you can see your light source in your glasses. If you want to get glare out of your glasses, raise your light up higher and point it down towards you. Even in this setting, depending on where my head is tilted, you can still see it. If my head is up like this, you can see the light in my glasses. But if I put my head down, then it's not there anymore. And there you go, now we have perfect stream lighting in just 5 simple steps. If you have any more questions about this or want to chat live, I stream on Twitch a couple times a week. Actually, I'm probably live right now. twitch.tv/CassLman. Now, after following all these tips, if you're still not happy with how your webcam looks, maybe it's time to upgrade to a cam link and a camera. If you're unsure of how the cam link works, I made a video comparing it to a cheaper cam link and gave my honest thoughts on whether it was worth it or not. You can watch that video next. Alright folks, that's all there is for this one. Have a good day.